So far, we have discussed what is the architecture of 8086 microprocessor. So in this session, we will discuss about what are the registers in 8086. So this is about register organization of 8086 microprocessor. So as we discussed in the architecture of 8086, registers play a major role in 8086. So 8086 has a powerful set of registers which are known as general purpose registers and special purpose registers. All the registers in 8086 microprocessor are 16-bit registers. So let us see what are general purpose registers and special purpose registers. If you see general purpose registers, these registers can be used either as 8-bit registers or 16-bit registers. These registers are used for holding data, variables and intermediate results temporarily or for other purposes like counters or for storing the address in case of the addressing modes. That means the general purpose registers can be used as 8-bit registers or 16-bit registers. These registers can be used for holding data. That means you can store the data, you can store the variables, or you can store the temporary results for some period of time. And sometimes the 16-bit registers are also used for storing of the address. So these are general purpose registers. Now coming to the next category, there are some special purpose registers. These registers are used as segment registers, pointers, index registers, or as offset storage registers for dealing with addressing modes. So this is the brief narration of the registers of 8086. Now coming to the general purpose registers, you can see on the slide that these general data registers are classified into AX, BX, CX and DX respectively. AX consists of two 8-bit registers. So as a whole, AX is a 16-bit register. So AX contains AH and AL. AL means L means lower order, H means higher 8-bit. That means as a whole, AX can store 16-bit data. In AX, AL takes the lower 8-bit and AH takes the higher bit. So AX is the combination of AL and AH. Similarly, for BX, it is the combination of BL and BH. CX is the combination of CL and CH. DX is the combination of DL and DH. So the general purpose registers are AX, BX, CX and DX. AX, BX, CX and DX are 16-bit registers. So AX is used as a 16-bit accumulator. So AX is used as a 16-bit accumulator. The lower 8-bit is called as the AL and the higher 8-bit is called as the AH. AL can be used as a 8-bit accumulator for 8-bit operation. All IO operations are performed through AX register. All data registers can be used as either 16-bit or 8-bit. So BX is a 16-bit register where BL and BH are lower order and higher order bits respectively. BX is used as offset storage for forming physical address in case of addressing modes. So when you are dealing with the addresses, BX register is used for storing of the address. CX register is used as default counter in case of string and loop instructions. And DX register is used as data registers. So it can be used as IO address pointer in the input and in and out instructions. That means as a whole we can summarize that AX, BX, CX, DX are called as general purpose registers. The register AX is used for accumulator purpose. The register BX is used for storing the offset address in case of addressing modes. CX is used for counters in case of string and loop instructions, whereas DX registers is used as data registers. So this is how the registers are used for different conditions. Now here we are having pointer and index registers. So as you see, the registers are classified into general purpose and special purpose. So pointer and index registers are shown here. These are called as the special purpose registers of 8086. So the index and pointer registers are stack pointer, base pointer, source index and destination index. So let us take the each individual pointers. Stack pointer, it points on the top of the stack. That means a stack pointer will give you the address of the stack. That means it points to the top of the stack where it holds the address of the stack. Coming to the base pointer, this register can be used as base register for accessing the stack memory. Coming to the source index, it is suitable for accessing the data array from the memory. In string operations, this register points to the source string. So that's why it is called as source index. Coming to the data index, destination index, it is also suitable for accessing the data array from the memory. So in string operations, this register points to the destination string. So the pointer and index registers are classified into 4 types: stack pointer SP, base pointer BP. Index registers are source index and destination index. So this is how the registers of 8086 are classified. Again, you are having arithmetic and logical unit. It performs 16-bit and 8-bit operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, data conversion, and logical operations. It also performs register increment, decrement, and shift operations. We are also having flag register. This is a 16-bit flag register is used in 8086. The flags are divided into 2 parts, that is the status flags and the control flags. The status flags will show you about the execution of an instruction to indicate a negative, positive or 0 results through 1 and 0. So the control flag registers is a higher byte of the 16-bit flag register. They are set to 1 or reset to 0 by the programmer to control the working of the processor. So this is nothing but the brief discussion of the flag register. So in this session we have discussed about what are the various registers of 8086 and how they are used for different conditions